We all have certain emotions we were taught are not safe to feel or express because it resulted in punishment, criticism, rejection. And so these turn into basically parts of ourselves that get fragmented off. And now we judge them and suppress them because we learned bad things happen if I allow this part of myself. So we're going to use some tapping here, a somatic process to help us actually connect with and feel what it is to give some love and acceptance to these parts of ourselves that need it. So without forcing it, first just start tapping here on the side of your hand and just notice any aspect about yourself that you judge. I'm too this, I'm too that. Or something you feel you don't have access to. I can't set a boundary, I'm not fill in the blank enough. Just tapping here, repeating after me. Even though there are parts of myself that I learned were not safe to feel or express. And so now there's judgment. I choose to have compassion for myself. So even though there are emotions, aspects of my personality that I was taught were not safe or acceptable, and I innocently learned, okay, I should suppress those parts of myself. I'm open to honoring and forgiving myself. I was just responding the best way I could. So even though there are parts of myself, aspects of my personality that I viscerally learned should not be felt or expressed, and this resulted in a judgment and a split, I choose to honor and accept myself where I'm at as best I can. And I'm open to allowing these parts of myself to be seen and even welcomed as best I can. Okay, going through the points, repeating after me, allowing myself to notice any emotions, any aspects of myself, my personality that I'm judging, where I'm saying, I should be stronger. I wish I wasn't so angry. I'm too lazy or undisciplined. Allowing myself to notice the dynamic here. There's something that I feel that I should be doing more or less of. There's something in my inner world that I have learned to judge. And it seems so logical that the best way to make a change in my life, the best way to keep myself from talking too much, or to try to get out there and be more talkative, is to judge the way I currently am and try to change it. To judge the part of me that just wants to talk. Or to judge the part of me that's quiet and reserved. And say, here's the problem with myself. If only I could change that part of me. If only I could push myself out of my comfort zone. and become a better version of myself. Trying to change that shyness or procrastination. Pushing myself to be more visible or expressive. And I'm allowing myself to look more closely at what is actually going on there. There's something in my body that is reacting. That when I go to be more outgoing, or I try to be or act a certain way, it says no. And instead of just getting mad at it, choosing to be curious. Wait, why don't you want me to feel that way? Why is it unsafe or dangerous for us to feel that or express that? For us to rest or to get into action? Instead of assuming I'm right and that this part of me is wrong and that it's the resistance that I need to change, I'm going to ask that question again sincerely. Hey, why do you feel this way? And I'm just open to feeling, yeah, there's probably a good reason. And whether I'm getting specific memories or ideas, I'm just opening my mind to say, hey, if my body feels resistance to something, if my nervous system says we don't want to go here, it's a pretty sophisticated system. I bet something happened. Maybe many things happened, where my body got the message, hey, we're going to get in trouble. Hey, something really bad is going to happen if we let ourselves express this. We shouldn't even want this, perhaps. It's not safe to even have this desire. We were judged or told that was immoral or wrong. To even want to connect or want to play. And I'm just open. Say, yeah, part of me learned this was not okay. And rather than judge it and yell at it, which is exactly what caused it to be split, I'm open to seeing a different perspective. Oh, I can see why. I can see why it doesn't feel safe for you to do this. I'm allowing you to express your view. I'm giving you permission to be exactly what you are right now. Even if you're scared. Even if you are terrified and resisting. Even if you seem to be pushing against me. I validate that you have a reason. I'm open to accepting you. Maybe even loving you with the understanding that you're actually trying to protect me. And my only focus right now is allowing that part of myself. Because trying to fix it and change it, that's what was done to me. I'm open to breaking that pattern. I'm letting all emotions and parts of myself, even if they're really uncomfortable, even if they're not acting in the way that I believe that they should. I choose to not treat these parts of myself the way that others treated them, that caused them to split. Say, I accept you as you are. I understand you're a necessary part of me. I give you permission to exist. I give you permission to show me anything you need to show me. And I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings need to be felt. The unexpressed, incomplete emotions. That were judged, that were prohibited from ever being allowed. I choose to correct that now. I'm choosing to create a space of love and acceptance, because these parts of myself are innocent. They're doing what they're doing because they were judged. And it may take practice, but this is worth practicing. I choose to have a better relationship with myself and allow these parts of me to heal and integrate through acceptance. Okay, take a breath. Say the basic premise of this, recognizing these emotions are split for a reason. Judging them, trying to fix them reinforces that. Practicing a space of allowing them, even if they're uncomfortable. Listening, being open and curious. You can't overdo this. Keep allowing, keep practicing. I'll have a video after this as well, which will show you kind of the framework for how this works. If you want a deeper context, repeat this as often as you can. Hope it helps.